I loved you. You chose to lie. I trusted every word you said, every silence, every breath. I never questioned where you were. I believed in what we had. I stood beside you in the dark, thinking truth was in your heart. I gave you space, I gave you time. You gave me reasons to go blind. I loved you, you chose to lie. Look me straight into my eyes. I gave you faith, I gave you all. You let my trust begin to fall. I stayed real, I stayed kind. I loved you. You chose to lie. You chose to lie. You chose to lie. You chose to lie. Like skin, but hid the truth beneath it. Every promise sounded clean, till I saw where it was leading. I defended you when doubt appeared. That's the part that hurts the most. I don't regret the love I gave. I regret the truth you never said. I loved you. You chose to lie. Lines. I loved you, I loved you, I loved you. You chose to lie. Don't say you didn't mean the harm. You knew the cost, you played the part. You stayed until you felt secure, then walked away from something pure. I won't beg for what you broke. I finally let the silence talk. I see it now. I feel it. I loved you. You chose to lie, and I won't carry that tonight. I know my worth, I know my ground. I won't let your truth bring me down. I loved you honest, deep and kind. I loved you honest, deep and kind. I loved you. I loved you. You chose to lie. You chose to lie. I let you go. I open doors I never close. Let you see the parts I don't show. I loved you steady, loved you slow. Believed in us when it felt cold. I didn't guard my honesty. I thought that's how love's meant to be. I held you down when doubts were loud. You stood quiet halfway out. You broke the love I gave. Not all feelings growing white. I asked you once, I didn't chase. You smiled but looked away. I would have faced the darkest days if you met me halfway. I don't regret how deep I went. I regret where my trust was spent. You broke the love I gave. Future in the quiet, believed in every step we planned. I thought the way you stayed beside me meant you would understand. I never questioned where you go. I trusted what you didn't show. I gave you shelter from the storm. You learned the door, found your way. My trust was your exit. You walked out through my faith. I gave you room to be honest. You used it to escape. I stayed open, I stayed true. While you were already halfway through, my trust was your exit. Familiar tones, like nothing underneath was wrong. I felt the shift but held my ground. Believing silence could be strong. I would have faced the truth that night. You didn't hide behind the lie. I don't regret the love I chose. I regret the signs I let you close. My trust was your exit. when staying that's too much. You smiled through the distance, pulled away from my touch. I gave you honesty and time. You took them as a way to leave behind. My trust was your exit. Don't say you didn't know the cost. You felt the moment when we crossed. You stayed until you felt secure, then walked away from something pure. I won't rewrite the truth I felt. I know exactly where I stood. I see it now. I let it fade on. My trust was your exit, but it won't follow you home. I keep the heart I gave away. You walk alone. I loved you honest, loved you deep. That part of me I get to keep. My trust was your exit. You promised us and betrayed me. You spoke in plans, you spoke in we, like the future was guaranteed. Every word felt strong and sure. I believed in what you swore. I stood steady by your side while the truth stayed undefined. I trusted what you said out loud. Didn't see the cracks until now. You promised us and betrayed me. Said forever like you meant it. I stayed honest through the questions. You avoided every answer. I held the line, I held belief. You crossed it quietly. You promised us. Like distance wouldn't change a thing. I asked once, I didn't push. You said enough to keep me in. I would've faced the hardest truth if you didn't dress it up as calm. I don't regret the faith I showed. I regret the truth you never told. You promised us then betrayed me. When commitment showed its weight, I stood present in the moment. You were already looking away. I didn't run when things got real. You did, you did. You promised us then betrayed me. You promised us then betrayed me. You promised us then betrayed me. You promised me. Don't say it wasn't clear. You felt it when the line was near. You chose comfort over trust, chose yourself over us. I won't chase what you replaced. I stand by the love I gave. I see it now. Rise and fall. I see it now. You promised us then betrayed me. And I won't carry that regret. I know the ground I'm standing on. I won't question it. I loved you honest, loved you clean. That still belongs to me. You promised us then betrayed me. You promised us then betrayed me. You promised us then betrayed me. betrayed me. Never played it halfway. Never kept the door ajar. I stayed when it was messy, when loving you was hard. I didn't flirt or leave it, didn't test the line. I stood inside the promise you crossed behind my back. I held the truth when it hurt. You hid it till it worked. I stayed faithful, you didn't. That's the line between us now. I carried all the weight, you dropped it on the ground. I gave you trust, I gave you time. You took advantage of my heart. I stayed faithful, you didn't. You said you needed distance, I gave you room to breathe. Didn't know that space you wanted was space away from me. I know the changing rhythm, the way your touch went cold. I stay loyal to the story you already done with. I don't regret the way I love, I regret who I trusted. I stay faithful, you didn't. When temptation called your name, I stay standing in the fire. You walked out of the flame. I never needed perfect love, just honest from the start. I stay faithful, you didn't. Don't say it wasn't serious when I made it everything. Don't act like we both fell apart when you chose a different scene. I won't beg for explanations. I see the truth in what you did. I see it now. I'm done, 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 done. And I won't carry that shame. I loved you clean, I loved you real. That still stays my name. You can keep the choices you made. I'll keep my heart intact. I stay faithful, you didn't. You didn't. I'm alone. like you would never change. I felt safe inside your arms. Didn't know you let go. You held my heart and let it fall. Watched it break, said nothing at all. I gave you more than just my time. I gave you what was mine. I stayed open through it all. You held my heart and let it fall. Let it fall. Let it fall. You let it fall. Let it fall. You said you needed something new. I thought that meant the truth. I didn't know the space you asked was space where love couldn't last. I kept believing you would stay while you were slipping away. I don't regret the love I showed. I regret the care you never gave. You held my heart and let it fall. When it asked you to be real, I didn't need perfection. I just needed you to feel. I stayed honest, stayed involved. You stepped back and let it fall. You held my heart and let it fall. Don't say you didn't see the cracks. You felt them every time I asked. You stayed until it felt too deep, then left me there to feel it all. I won't beg for what you dropped. I won't chase what you lost. I feel it now. I'm done. You held my heart and let it fall. You held my heart and let it fall. But it won't stay broken long. I loved you young, I loved you true. That still makes me strong. You don't get to call it love when you don't protect it at all. You held my heart and let it fall. Let it fall. Let it fall. You let it fall. Let it fall. Let it fall. Love didn't fade on its own. It didn't grow tired or cold. It stayed where I left it, waiting in the open. I kept choosing you every day while you slowly walked away. I searched myself for what went wrong, but love was here all along. Love didn't leave, you did. That's the truth I finally see. I stayed present, I stayed open. You were already free. I held the space, I held the light. You stepped out of it. Love didn't leave, you did. I felt a shift inside your tone, like your heart was somewhere else. You said you needed time to breathe, but you just needed distance from me. I would've waited, I would've tried it if you didn't leave me guessing why. I don't blame love for the pain. I blame the way you chose to change. Love didn't leave, you did. When staying asked for truth, I stood still inside the moment you slipped out of you. I kept faith in what we built. You quietly undid it. I know what I gave was real. I don't take it back. You can walk the path you chose, I will walk it too. Love didn't leave you dead. I built a future with your name, believed in every word you claimed. I planned my life around your truth, never thought I'd lose you too. I gave you tone, I gave you trust, I gave you love without a judge. I stood steady through the doubt. You already knew your way out. I gave you forever, you gave me goodbye. Left me holding dreams that didn't survive. I stayed when the nights got long. You chose to leave and move on. I gave you forever, goodbye. You said we'd grow, we'd figure it out, but your heart was already elsewhere now. I asked once, I didn't plead. You smiled like it was nothing to me. I would've faced the truth that day if you didn't fade away. I don't regret the love I chose. I regret how quietly you closed. I gave you forever, gave me goodbye. Didn't even look me in the eye. I kept my word, I kept my side. You crossed the line and let it die. I gave you forever. This isn't anger, this is clarity. I finally see what you couldn't be. I don't chase what chose to end, I don't rewrite where it bends. I loved you honest, deep and true. That's not something I